through the curtain's edge, coffee steam rising soft and warm. A sparrow singing on the windowsill before the world has time to form. I almost walked right past it, like I always do, but something made me stop today and let it come through. 気づいていなかったここに In the spaces I forgot to look, hiding in the ordinary, every quiet corner, every nook, 手の中にあった The smell of rain on afternoon streets, a message from a friend at night. The way the autumn leaves catch gold before they fall into the light. I almost walked right past it, like I always do, but something made me stop today and let it come through. 気づいていなかったここに In the spaces I forgot to look, hiding in the ordinary, every quiet corner, every nook, 手の中にあった I used to chase the bigger things and miss the beauty close at hand, but now I know that feeling small is more than I had ever planned. It doesn't ask to be noticed, it doesn't need a name. 小さくても本物だから That's enough, that's more than enough. 気づいていなかったここに In the spaces I forgot to look, hiding in the ordinary, every quiet corner, every nook, 手の中にあった Still here, 静かにここに There were days I couldn't find it, searched through every room I knew, sat alone and asked the ceiling, what am I supposed to do? Hikari, どこにいる? I kept looking in the wrong places, far away and out of reach. 見つけた closer than I thought to find, waiting quietly in the in-between. It wasn't loud, it didn't announce, just crept in like morning dust. on tight to what was leaving. Stood beneath the falling petals, aching like I was the one they were leaving. Sakura chiteiku, and I used to think that meant it failed, but nothing beautiful was ever meant to stay beyond its time, beyond the veil. Hakanai kara utsukushii. Stand here differently, let the petals land where they may. Something in the letting go taught me more than holding ever could say. Sakura chiteiku, and I used to think that meant it failed, but nothing beautiful was ever meant to stay beyond its time, beyond the veil. Hakanai kara utsukushii. To cry at endings, learned to bow her head in thanks for everything that came and left her fuller than she'd ever planned. I don't need it to stay forever, I just need to feel it while it's here. Sakura ga oshiete kureta, let go and it comes back every year. Sakura chiteiku, and I used to think the meant it failed, but nothing beautiful was ever meant to stay beyond its time, beyond the veil. Hakanai kara utsukushii. Falling, always falling, mata kuru yo. Every year the same and never the same. Sorede mata kuru. I saw you standing in the corner, trying hard to disappear, like you thought your presence here was something nobody wanted near. But then you smiled just for a second, like you forgot to hold it back, and everything around you shifted, something warm that can't go back. You don't know what you did to me in that one unguarded moment, when you let yourself just be. EGAO ga koborete, kimi no EGAO ga hit me harder than you'll ever know. Something broke wide open in the gentlest way, a soft hello tsutawate kuru. I think about it more than I should. That one smile you didn't plan, how it found its way inside me did more than any words can. You were just being yourself, not performing, not pretending. Kimi no EGAO are already perfect as it was. I hope you know the way it lands when you forget to hide your joy. The smallest thing you give away is never small, it never destroys. Kimi no EGAO ga hit me harder than you'll ever know. Something broke wide open in the gentlest way, a soft hello tsutawate I'm done waiting for permission, done asking if it's okay. My body knows the answer, and tonight I'm gonna let it say. I used to stand against the wall, arms crossed, eyes down, playing small, watching everyone else move free, wondering why that couldn't be me. Told myself I wasn't made for this, that moving was for someone else to feel. ODORI desu, mou tomaranai. This is mine and no one else's. Every move a declaration, odori. Nobody gets to take this from me. The music hit me different tonight, something cracked inside my chest. All the noise I've been carrying shook loose and I forgot the rest. I didn't plan for it to happen, but my feet just wouldn't stay still. ODORI desu, mou tomaranai. This is mine and no one else's. Every move a declaration, odori. Nobody gets to take this from me. You don't need the perfect song, you don't need the perfect chord. 自分のリズムでいい、that's all you ever needed. ODORI desu, mou tomaranai. This is mine and no one else's. Every move a declaration, odori. Nobody gets to take this from me. あなたも踊っていいよ。誰にも止められない。The sky broke open without warning, gold and pink across the morning. Every color I forgot existed, painting over everything I'd missed. I stood there with my coffee going cold, too caught up in what was being told. Something about this day felt different, like the world had saved it just for me. Like every road I'd taken to get here was always leading to this moment, finally free. Shukufuku, like the sky decided it was time. Everything I worked for, everything I lost along the line. Mukuwareta, mukuwareta. People gathered in the evening light, laughing loud and holding on tight. I watched them from across the room and felt the warmth cut through the gloom. These faces that had seen me at my worst, now raising glasses, quenching every thirst. Something about this day felt different, like the world had saved it just for me. Like every road I'd taken to get here was always leading to this moment, finally free. Shukufuku, like the sky decided it was time. Everything I worked for, everything I lost along the line. Mukuwareta, mukuwareta. I never thought I'd feel this settled, Never thought the noise inside would slow, but here I am surrounded by the people who stayed through everything I didn't know. The ones who never asked me to be different, the ones who let me find my way back home. It doesn't come when you expect it, doesn't ask for your permission. Tada, ori, dekuru. When you finally stop resisting, when you let yourself receive it, when you trust that you deserve it too. Shukufuku wa anata no mono, anata no mono. Shukufuku fute kuru like the sky decided it was time. Everything I worked for, everything I lost along the line. Mukuwareta, mukuwareta. Shizukani fute kuru, mada tsuzuiteru. I got the news and couldn't process. Stood there staring at the screen. Read it over maybe 20 times. Still couldn't trust what it could mean. My hands were shaking, breath was shallow, like my body knew before my mind. Ureshikute doshiyou, can't fit this feeling in my chest. It's spilling out of every corner. Ureshikute tamaranai, never knew that happy could feel like this, like something finally came to rest. Called my people, couldn't talk straight, laughing, crying all at once. They said, what's wrong? I said everything, everything is just too much. And then we all just sat there laughing at the beautiful absurdity of it. Ureshikute doshiyou, can't fit this feeling in my chest. It's spilling out of every corner. Ureshikute tamaranai, never knew that happy could feel like this, like something finally came to rest. I used to wonder if I'd ever feel something this complete, if all the waiting and the working would ever taste this sweet. And more ima wakata, yorokobi wa hontou ni atta. This is what I was waiting for. This is what it means to be alive. Ureshikute doshiyou, can't fit this feeling in my chest. It's spilling out of every corner. Ureshikute tamaranai, never knew that happy could feel like this, like something finally came to rest. これが嬉しいってこと、ずっと忘れないこの気持ち、どこに行くんだろう。I used to bloom in half measures, give just enough to get by. Kept the best parts locked inside me, too afraid to let them catch the light. I told myself it was protection, but it was just a smaller kind of life. Mankai, imagaso no toki, everything I held back, finally here. tell her that it was finally alright. I don't need that anymore. I learned to give myself permission. Mankai, ima ga sono toki. Everything I held back, finally here. Nothing hidden, nothing shrinking. Mankai, zenbu dashita. This is what it looks like when I stop pretending I was ever less than this. Every season that I waited, every time I played it small, was just the roots growing deeper, getting ready for this fall. Now I see the full picture clearly. I was always meant to take up all this space. Don't look away from this moment, don't apologize for blooming zenbu. Ima koko ni saiteru. Every part of you is needed, every piece you try to hide was always part of something beautiful. Mankai wa 自分を許すこと。Mankai, 今がその時。Everything I held back, finally here. Nothing hidden, nothing shrinking. Mankai, 全部出した。This is what it looks like when I stop pretending I was ever less than this. Still blooming, still opening up. Don't matter now, wider than I ever thought I could. Mankai, Mankai. Saita. Saita. I see you standing in your own shadow, dimming down so others feel okay. Like your light is something to apologize for, like shining bright is getting in the way. You've been doing this so long now, you forgot you were the one who turned it down. I watch you shrink inside a crowded room, make yourself convenient, make yourself small. Give your best ideas away like nothing, then wonder why you feel like nothing at all. But I remember when you let it through, just once, just briefly, and the whole room fell you. You don't have to earn the right to shine, you never needed anyone's permission. Kagayaki, that was always yours to keep. Kagayaki, mieteru, even when you try to hide it, even when you look away. Teo no bashite, it breaks through every time you let your guard down. It was never yours to give away. I know the voices that have told you otherwise. I know how loud they get inside your head. But every time you let yourself be seen, you give someone else permission to instead. So shine not just for you, but for the ones still standing in the dark, afraid to start. This isn't about being the brightest, this isn't about standing out. Kagayaku to wa jibun de iru koto, nothing more and nothing less. Stop waiting for the world to say it's okay. It's okay, it was always okay. Teo no bashite uketotte, this pretending that it's not true. This isn't the gentle kind of happy. This is the kind that breaks you open wide. The kind that spills out of your rib cage and pulls you laughing to your knees inside. I've cried from sadness more times than I count, but this is something I was not prepared for. Tears that taste like pure relief, like finally arriving at the door. More told me that tonight, every cell inside me celebrated something I have waited for so long. Keep on asking if I'm okay, and all I do is laugh until I cry, because okay doesn't cover half of this. Okay doesn't even come close to why. I wanna run outside and tell the strangers. I wanna call the ones I lost along the way. I wanna say we made it, we actually made it. I wanna scream it at the breaking day. More told me that tonight, every cell inside me celebrated something I have waited for so long. No song loud enough to hold this. 涙が止まらない。笑いが止まらない。Both at once and neither make sense, but both are true and both are mine. これが喜びの形。Let yourself feel all of it, every single overwhelming way. More told me that tonight, every cell inside me celebrated something I have waited for so long. Who that they could do, let it flood, let it crash, let it shake me. This is what it means to be this strong. やれたにもいつかきっとこの気持ちが届くように。The kitchen light was on when I got home. Your jacket hanging where it always goes. The kind of small and ordinary thing that somehow says more than you'll ever know. I stood there longer than I needed to, just breathing in the fact that you were there. I've been trying to find the words for years. Every time I open up my mouth, something stops me, something holds me back. But tonight I need to let it out. KIMIE, all the things I never said out loud. Every quiet moment that you gave me. KIMIE, I made it through the hardest part somehow. You were always more than you knew. You never made me feel like a burden. Never counted up the things you gave. Just showed up like loving me was easy, like it was the most natural thing. I used to think that's just how people are, but now I know how rare that really is. I've been trying to find the words for years. Every time I open up my mouth, something stops me, something holds me back. But tonight I need about the version of my life where our paths had never crossed at all. And I can't stay inside that thought too long. It's too quiet, too empty, too small. Whatever brought us to the same place, I'm grateful every single day. This isn't something I say easily. These words don't come out right most days. でも君にだけはちゃんと伝えたくて You deserve to know what you have meant. Every ordinary, extraordinary day. 君へありがとう。君へ届けたい All the things I never said out loud. Every quiet moment, you gave me. 君がいたから I made it through the hardest part somehow. You were always more than you knew. 君へただそれだけ I walked through every store and came up empty. Nothing on the shelves felt like enough. How do you wrap up all the years between us? How do you put a ribbon on that stuff? I sat down with a blank page in the evening and asked myself what I was really given. なんだろうこの気持ち It isn't something you can hold or keep. It lives inside the moments in between us. 気づいてたずっと It was never something I could buy. It was always everything I couldn't say. The time I stayed up late because you needed. The way I learned to read your silences. The years of showing up without a reason, except that you were you and I was this. I think that's what we give each other really. The ordinary proof that we're not alone. なんだろうこの気持ち It isn't something you can hold or keep. It lives inside the moments in between us. 気づいてたずっと It was never something I could buy. It was always everything I couldn't say. Maybe the greatest gift is just attention. Really seeing someone as they are. Not the version that they show the world, but the one that only comes out in the dark. 時間をあげること気持ちをあげることそれが一番の贈り物 No packaging required. なんだろうこの気持ち It isn't something you can hold or keep. It lives inside the moments in between us. 気づいてたずっと It was never something I could buy. It was always everything I couldn't say. これが贈り物ずっと渡してたのかな知らずにI found an old photo at the bottom of a box. The kind you forget you even took. We were younger, a little rougher around the edges. Neither of us knew how good it looked. I used to think the memories were painful, proof of everything that didn't stay. Subete at night. Every moment lives somewhere inside. Nothing really leaves us when it's over. Subete ga takaramono. The past is in a place I need to fear. It made me everything I am right here. Yeah, I remember how we laughed at nothing, how the smallest things could fill a room, how we stayed up talking until sunrise, never thinking it would end too soon. I didn't know I was collecting treasure. I thought I was just living day to day. Subete ga at night. Every moment lives somewhere inside. Nothing really leaves us when it's over. Subete ga takaramono. The past is in a place I need to fear. It made me everything I am right here. Yeah. Now I hold those moments differently, not with grief, but something close to grace. Every laugh, every argument, every silence, every ordinary, unremarkable place. I wouldn't trade a single one of them, not even for the ones that made me cry. Memory isn't lost, memory is proof. 昔の私たちが今の私を作った。Every moment that I lived is living still inside my chest. 全てが生きている。They never really left. 全てが消えない。Every moment lives somewhere inside. Nothing really leaves us when it's over. 全てが宝物。The past is in a place I need to fear. It made me everything I am right here. Still here, still warm. 夢の中に every single one of them ずっと生きてる。宝物。宝物。I remember the night we made no promises, just stood there underneath the same dark sky. No words exchanged, no ceremony, but something passed between us, you and I. The kind of thing that doesn't need a witness, the kind that lives below the surface, deep and still. I watched you through the seasons that came after, the easy ones and ones that broke us down. I never said the thing I should have said then, too proud or scared or just not ready to be found. But every time you needed me to show up, I showed up, and I think you always knew. Yeah, this isn't something I can write in paper, can't sign my name and make it any more real. It lives inside the choices that I make for you, inside the way I stay through everything you feel. Chikai Musenda, not with words but with the way I stay. Every time I could have walked away. Kimi no soba ni, this is what I promise without saying everything I meant and never named. I see you now and still I make the same choice, the same quiet decision every day. Not because I have to, not from habit, but because there is no other way. Some things don't need to be spoken out loud, they just need to be lived again and again. If I could go back to that night, I still wouldn't say the words Kimi ni wa wakatte ta to omou. But just in case you ever wondered, just in case you needed it said, ずっと君のそ say it this time. No more swallowing it down. No more assuming that you know. I'm gonna let it out right now. I didn't know how to say it back then. Too young to understand what you gave. You showed up quietly again and again in ways I didn't know how to name. I walked right past it every single day. Didn't see it till it almost slipped away. Arigato, chanto yo-yo. All the things you did without a word. Every small and silent act of loving. Yato miete kita, I see it all so clearly now. Everything you gave that I forgot to count. Yeah. The meals you made, the words you chose, the way you stayed when I was cold. I took it all without a thought. Now I hold it like it's gold. You never asked for anything in return. That's the kind of love I'm still learning to. Arigato, chanto yo-yo. All the things you did without a word. Every small and silent act of loving. Yato miete kita, I see it all so clearly now. Everything you gave that I forgot to count. I wish I could go back and look you in the eye. Tell you that I felt it even when I didn't try. 時間は戻らないけど今からでも遅くない。これからはちゃんと気持ちを伝えてゆく。ありがとう、ちゃんと言うよ。All the things you did without a word. Every small and silent act of loving. やっと見えてきた。I see it all so clearly now. Everything you gave that I forgot to count. あなたに伝えたい。ありがとう。ずっとありがとう。この言葉を受け取ってほしい。The sky was still dark when I opened my eyes. That particular blue that comes before dawn. The birds hadn't started, the streets were still empty. The world holding its breath before moving on. I lay there and listened to nothing at all, and felt something shifting I couldn't quite name. Something was coming, I could feel it. The way the air changes before the rain. Like the darkness knew it was almost over. Like the night was loosening its chain. Sekai ga kawatte yuku. Before I even knew to look for it. Hikari ga sashite kuru. Filling up the spaces I had emptied out. Asa ga hajimaru. Everything looks different in the morning light. Asa ga hajimaru. I held my breath through all the longest hours. Forgot that darkness never lasts forever. And then the sky began to shift its color. Pink and gold and soft as falling feathers. Something in my chest began to loosen. The tightest knot I carried through the night. Something was coming, I could feel it. The way the air changes before the rain. Like the darkness knew it was almost over. the night was loosening its chain. Sekai ga kawatte yuku. Before I even knew to look for it, Hikari ga sashite kuru, filling up the spaces I had emptied out. Asa ga hajimaru. Everything looks different in the morning light. Asa ga hajimaru. I never knew how much I needed this. The quiet proof that things can start again. That after every long and lightless night, the world still turns and brings the dawn again. Now I make a point of watching for it, that moment when the dark becomes the day. Don't give up before the morning, it's always closer than it seems. YOAKE wa kanarazu kuru. I've seen it enough times now to know, no matter how the darkness feels at midnight, the light was always on its way. Akiramenai mou skoshi, it's coming, it's already coming. Sekai ga kawatte yuku. Before I even knew to look for it, Hikari ga sashite kuru, filling up the spaces I had emptied out. Asa ga hajimaru. Everything looks different in the morning light. Asa ga hajimaru. I watched the birds for years and wondered what it took to just let go, to step off from the edge of everything familiar and trust the air below. I kept my feet so firmly planted, told myself that safe was smart, but safe was just another word for never finding out who you are. TSUBASA wo hirogete, like I was always meant to do this. Sorahe mukatte, no more asking if I'm ready. Tonde ikeru. I never knew how light I'd feel up here. てたんじゃないかな。To keep my eyes upon the pavement, never looked up, never looked around. Told myself the sky was meant for others, that my place was firmly on the ground. I built a life inside the limitations and called it being realistic, called it fine. Yeah. Takaku, mukatteiku, leave everything that held me down behind. Takaku, dokomade someone else had told, and I had carried it so long. I thought that it was mine to hold, but one day I just stopped and looked up and saw how much I've been missing all along. Takaku, mukatteiku, leave everything that held me down behind. Takaku, dokomade move, the horizon's wider than I ever thought I'd find. To just look up and see 空はずっとそこにあった待つのをやめて飛び込んだ And everything I thought I'd lose by leaving was never mine to keep 話したら空があった Wide and open waiting just for me 高く向かっていく Leave everything that held me down behind 高くどこまでも The horizon's wider than I ever thought I see you standing at the crossroads. Every direction looks the same. You've been circling for so long now. Afraid to choose, afraid to claim. Like the wrong step might erase you. Like the path you pick defines your worth. Yeah. But I've watched you from the sidelines. Seen the way you light a room. The way you make things better just by showing up and moving through. You don't see what I see when I look at you. A road already glowing underneath your it's alright 輝いている足元が Even when you can't feel it Even when the fog rolls in 進んでいける Every step reveals a little more of the road that was always meant for you I know the doubt gets loud sometimes I know the fear can feel like fact But everything you've built so far is proof that you know how to find your way back So keep on walking, keep on choosing The light gets stronger every time you do This isn't something I can give you This isn't mine to hand across 輝く道は自分の中にある It always was, it never left Every time you thought you lost the way You were just learning where it led あなたの道はあなただけのもの Nobody else can walk it for you 輝いている足元が Even when you can't feel it Even when the fog rolls in 進んでいける Every step reveals a little more of the road that was always meant for you 歩いていてまだ続いてる Yeah どこまでも続いてるI'm not waiting anymore I'm not asking for a sign Everything I need is already in me This moment is already mine Packed up everything that matters Left behind what wasn't mine to keep The things I thought I couldn't live without Turned out to be the things that kept me asleep